Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm making a video that's quite different from the ones that I usually make. Today I'm going to be breaking down this story trailer for Call of Duty Vanguard, and I'm basically just going to be telling you guys what all flaws that I see within it. Now before I begin, I would like to do a disclaimer saying that I am putting no official hate on this game as of right now because it's not even released yet and I haven't played it yet, so just want to let everyone know that. That being said, let's begin. First mistake of the trailer, we have a German soldier here, which I'm assuming is part of the Wehrmacht, gunning with an MG42. This is quite hard to do, and I really doubt any soldier in any faction of the war that had light machine guns did this. It is quite hard to run and gun with an LMG, because this weighs at least 23 pounds. Second mistake we have is German infantry pushing in front of the half-track. Now, this would only be done if the infantry were acting as minesweepers for the vehicle, and in this case, they're holding their weapons at hip-firing position, and they're walking fairly fast, so I can tell you for sure they're definitely not minesweeping. They should be either beside or behind the half-track doing infantry push, so this right here is very wrong. Here we have what looks to be some Japanese fighter planes known as Zeros, who seem to be attacking this ship in it doesn't look like a usual fighting pattern that these Zeros are abiding by. This looks like to be the protagonist of the Soviet side of the game. Her name is Polina, and it looks like she's firing a Mosin Nagant, a Soviet rifle that was used by the majority of the infantry of the Soviet army during World War II. And I can already spot a few problems with it. The bolt on the side of the weapon is located at a very abnormal angle, and it should be pointing almost straight down, flush with the side of the weapon. Another thing, the scope is backwards. Not to mention that this scope was not even used on the Mosin Nagant. I've never even seen a scope like that on any World War II weapon. This is actually what the scope should look like. I really don't know why this bomber is flying so low, but okay.
You lose men. That's war. Sometimes the only way to honor a fallen soldier is to finish the mission.
It seems with all the trailers for this game and even the startup of the beta, they removed the Activision logo. They're trying to distance themselves from all the, allegations that Activision currently has. Kicking a person off a moving train does not work this way. You literally kick this guy off like he was fucking Captain America or something. That is not how gravity works.
After years of fighting, the war had shaped us all.
Once again, these guys are not taking cover behind the half-track when there are enemies in front of them.
But the work...
Now, usually if there's any sort of enemies nearby, the commanding officer would be inside the vehicle taking cover, not outside with his entire torso and head exposed.
Isn't over yet. The SOE put me in charge of a new team, handpicked for a top-secret mission.
Normally you wouldn't hit somebody in the head with a rifle in this position, because you could end up damaging the trigger guard.
I'd led soldiers before, but this group were far more than that. Lucas was an expert demolitionist who had issues with authority.
Court-martialed and dishonorably discharged. Again, these bombers are flying way too low.
Wade was the most dangerous thing in the sky.
I'm really not sure why this pilot is putting on his oxygen mask when he's this low. I don't know why both of his hands are on the stick. One hand should be on the stick and the other should be on the throttle.
And he never let you forget it.
No tail gunner?
Polina was the best sniper in Russia. She wanted nothing but vengeance. Richard was my right hand.
A British Red Devil with an MP40? I mean, I guess he could have picked it up off a dead guy, but I'll let it pass.
He always had my back. We were
some good old plot armor for you here.
aimed at where our enemy was.
An explosion of this magnitude would probably cause shrapnel hurling at you at high speeds. It would probably cause either death or being knocked out, but in this guy's situation, no.
Most vulnerable.
Berlin is
Swastika censorship.
burning. From the ashes shall rise our vision for something
This guy's pointing his gun at one of his own.
great to the Fourth Reich.
None of these guys look German.
Freisinger is leaving Berlin.
He's taken the Reich underground. Christ, what is that smell?
It's the smell of death.
Normally, there are proper procedures to extract information.
Dominic Monaghan. I'm not the best on how knives work when entering the human body, but I know for a fact you can't slash someone's throat when they have cloth wrapped around it this thick. I can guarantee you he's not hitting any of his targets.
We can end this. Bury the Reich for good.
Glory
Horrible room clearing in this doorway.
is worth nothing when you're dead.
This fight, it's
Real smart to just stand out in the open like that. You're gonna get shot. But you have plot armor, so I guess not.
matters.
Stereotypical American trying to pull off a Russian accent. This is not how flamethrowers work. The flame doesn't just gush out of the barrel like it's shown. Usually there would be a stream of fuel coming from behind it, then a red flame igniting it. This is not how flamethrowers work.
Forged in the
The Germans did not use any suit like this during the war, so I have no idea what this is. Ooh, a swastika. I'll remove a sin for that.
fires. We were the tip of the spear. We were the Vanguard.
This guy in the middle is holding a Japanese submachine gun called a Type 100. They're fighting in Russia. And you can say that, oh, he fought in the Pacific and he took it with him. No. You're not allowed to take weapons because it would be contraband and that would be taken away from you. And you can say that these guys are special ops. No. Even special ops have authority over them. And this would be considered contraband. And I don't know how in the hell he has a Japanese weapon when they're fighting in Russia. And a little lesson for Treyarch and Sledgehammer. Next time you do a World War II game, make sure you do your research and don't add shit just because it looks cool. Because I can clearly tell you that you haven't with this. And by the way, I hate the protagonist cliche. Like, why do there have to be freaking main characters that are like so badass and like heroes basically? That shit didn't exist in World War II. I hate the whole protagonist cliche thing. It's so dumb. It's not real. It's stupid. It's stupid. That's about it. See ya.